You already know hydration matters for brain health. Even mild dehydration, a 1 to 2% reduction in body water, produces measurable cognitive impairment. For adults over 50, the morning electrolyte solution is among the highest return daily practices. Remember, the aging thirst mechanism cannot be trusted. Hydration science has advanced beyond total daily intake to a more powerful understanding, when fluid consumption produces its most specific brain health effects. The brain's need for water, for cerebrospinal fluid and neural signaling, follows a circadian rhythm determined by your waking sleep cycle and cognitive demand timeline. Research found that adults who timed their fluid intake showed significantly better cognitive performance than those who just focused on total daily volume. This is the hydration timing principle. The circadian framework for optimal brain hydration has 5 specific windows, each with distinct health relevance. Window 1. The morning restoration window. From waking to 90 minutes post-waking. The brain has been in a relative fluid deficit throughout sleep. The glymphatic system has been clearing waste products during the night. This window is critical for resuming clearance and restoring cerebrovascular volume. Window 2. The cognitive performance window. From 90 minutes to 1 p.m. This period requires optimal hydration for maximum processing speed and memory. Window 3. The exercise hydration window. Timing pre- and post-exercise hydration determines both your physical performance and the brain's neuroplasticity response. Window 4. The afternoon maintenance window, from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Afternoon dehydration compounds with circadian dips to produce poor cognitive performance. Window 5. The sleep preparation window, from 5 p.m. to sleep. Getting this right prevents nocturnal urination from fragmenting essential slow-wave sleep. Mastering these 5 windows ensures your brain stays hydrated and sharp. It is as important for your health as the water itself. The morning restoration window, priority protocol. The morning electrolyte solution we've established, 500 milliliters of water with sea salt, cream of tartar, and lemon, within 30 minutes of waking, represents the most impactful single hydration intervention in the protocol. Let's understand why this specific composition and timing produces such dramatic benefits. The glymphatic system operates at its highest flow rate during the final hours of sleep, when slow-wave sleep is deepest. And the glymphatic driving mechanisms are most active. Upon waking, the glymphatic flow rate decreases but does not immediately cease. The residual glymphatic activity in the first 30 to 60 minutes after waking, when the transition from sleep to waking neurochemistry is still occurring, represents an opportunity to provide maximum cerebrospinal fluid volume for the completion of the overnight clearance cycle. Consuming 500 milliliters of fluid immediately upon waking provides the blood volume expansion and osmotic conditions that most rapidly restore CSF production. Research has found that the rate of CSF production in the first hour after waking is significantly higher when adequate fluid is consumed, compared to delayed hydration, because the brain's fluid demand in this window is at its daily peak. The electrolyte composition, specifically the sodium from sea salt and the potassium from cream of tartar, is critical for this window. Plain water absorbed from the gut requires osmotic equilibration with the blood before it can contribute to CSF production. Water with appropriate electrolytes equilibrates more rapidly, entering the circulation more completely and more quickly, providing the blood volume expansion that CSF production depends on with minimal lag time. Research in the European Journal of Nutrition found that adults who consumed electrolyte fluid upon waking showed faster restoration of cerebral blood flow velocity than adults who consumed equivalent plain water, with the electrolyte group reaching optimal cerebrovascular flow 30 to 40 minutes faster. The cognitive performance window, 300 ml pre-work hydration. Research has found a specific acute effect on processing speed and sustained attention. This acute cognitive enhancement appears to be mediated by cerebrovascular volume expansion, the modest increase in blood volume from fluid consumption. This increases cerebral blood flow, improving oxygen and glucose delivery to neurons and producing the measurable cognitive improvements Practically, consuming 300 milliliters of water approximately 20 to 30 minutes before each high-performance ultradian work session produces measurable improvements. This is one of the most immediate and cost-effective cognitive performance interventions available, and it requires only a glass of water. The composition for this window: plain water is sufficient. The electrolyte addition is not necessary for the acute cerebrovascular hydration effect. However, adding a small amount of citrus juice or a pinch of sea salt and lemon maintains the electrolyte availability. This supports the osmotic efficiency of the acute hydration effect, ensuring your brain remains at peak performance throughout the day. The exercise hydration window: pre-exercise hydration, 300 to 500 milliliters consumed 30 to 60 minutes before exercise, directly affects both exercise performance and the neurobiological response to exercise. Research has found that even mild pre-exercise dehydration, entering exercise at 1 to 2% below optimal body water, reduces the BDNF elevation from exercise by 20 to 30% compared to well-hydrated exercise. The mechanism appears to involve the cardiovascular effects of dehydration. Reduced plasma volume produces lower exercise cardiac output and reduced cerebral blood flow during exercise, both of which reduce the neuroplasticity stimulus. Pre-exercise hydration should include electrolytes, sodium, potassium, and magnesium, to support the fluid retention and osmotic regulation that sustains plasma volume. The morning electrolyte solution composition, adapted to a smaller volume of 300 milliliters, serves this function effectively. Post-exercise rehydration within 60 minutes of exercise completion, 400 to 600 milliliters of fluid including electrolytes, supports the CSF volume restoration. That allows the glymphatic clearance of exercise-generated metabolic waste and the optimal delivery of exercise-elevated BDNF to hippocampal neurons. The afternoon maintenance window: research on afternoon dehydration and cognitive performance has found that the afternoon circadian dip is significantly amplified by mild dehydration. Scheduled afternoon hydration, 300 milliliters at 10 a.m. and 300 milliliters at 2 p.m., maintains the cerebrovascular hydration that prevents the cognitive dip. This scheduled approach bypasses the unreliable thirst mechanism, which in adults over 50 consistently underestimates fluid needs and ensures continuous hydration maintenance. The total fluid strategy: 500 ml upon waking, 300 ml at 90 minutes, 300 ml at 10 a.m., 300 ml at 2 p.m., providing 1,400 ml before 2 p.m. The most common hydration mistake adults over 50 make is completing the majority of their daily fluid intake in the evening, drinking large volumes of water or tea at dinner, and afterward to catch up on fluids that were inadequately consumed during the day. This evening fluid loading pattern produces a direct and measurable sleep quality impairment through nocturnal urination. Research has found that every nocturnal urination episode after sleep onset reduces slow-wave sleep duration in the subsequent sleep cycle, because the arousal required for urination activates the ascending arousal system and increases the difficulty of returning to deep slow-wave sleep. Adults who load their fluid intake in the evening, consuming 500 to 700 milliliters in the 2 to 3 hours before sleep, show significantly higher rates of nocturnal urination and significantly worse slow-wave sleep architecture than those who front-load fluids in the morning. The Sleep Preparation Hydration Guideline: no large fluid volumes after 7 p.m. or within 2 to 3 hours of your intended sleep time. Small sips of water are fine, maintaining oral moisture and supporting the minimal ongoing fluid needs of the late evening. But the 300 to 500 milliliter boluses that most adults habitually consume in the evening should be moved to the morning and afternoon windows. This single timing change, moving evening fluid intake to earlier in the day, produces dramatic slow-wave sleep improvements. It removes the most mechanical and direct impediment to continuous sleep architecture, acting as effectively as many sleep supplements. Herbal teas like chamomile can be consumed in small volumes of 200 milliliters without significant nocturnal urination risk. The ritual and benefits of these teas are worth maintaining. The volume simply needs to be modest rather than large. Hydration timing connects to the complete brain health system through the glymphatic, cerebrovascular, sleep architecture, and BDNF threads. Hydration timing and glymphatic clearance. The morning electrolyte solution provides the maximum CSF volume for the residual overnight glymphatic clearance. The lateral sleep position maximizes the glymphatic flow that the restored CSF volume can drive. The adequate sleep duration provides the time window for clearance to occur, and the avoidance of evening fluid loading prevents the nocturnal urination that fragments the sleep during which clearance happens. Every glymphatic optimization depends on adequate hydration at the right times. Hydration timing and the circadian protocol. The consistent timing of morning fluid intake within 30 minutes of waking is itself a circadian signal. The peripheral circadian clocks in kidney cells, cardiovascular cells, and gut cells all receive timing information from the pattern of fluid intake. Consistent morning hydration timing contributes to the circadian entrainment that the morning light, consistent wake time, and feeding window establish. Hydration timing and cognitive performance. Pre-cognitive work hydration directly amplifies the cognitive benefit of the morning BDNF protocol, providing the cerebrovascular volume that neural function requires during the period when lion's mane, turmeric, and NAD+ are providing the biochemical foundation. The water and the supplements together produce better morning cognitive function than either alone. Hydration timing and exercise response. Pre-exercise electrolyte hydration amplifies the BDNF and neuroplasticity response to daily walking by maintaining the cerebrovascular volume and cardiac output that determine the magnitude of the exercise-driven neuroplasticity stimulus. Here is your specific action plan for this week. Set 4 daily hydration alarms: 7 a.m., 8:30 a.m., 10 a.m., and 2 p.m. Stop large fluid volumes at 7 p.m. This single schedule change will produce measurable improvements in clarity and sleep quality within the first week. Next week on Neurovitality. After 50, we continue building the most comprehensive brain health system that current science supports. The water you drink and when you drink it, the air you breathe, the people you love, all of it. Biology, all of it. Brain health. Stay sharp, stay hydrated at the right times, stay vital. I will see you next week.